morning, ladies and gentlemen. My dear chairpersons, I am very happy to give this keynote address with Seshiah and Mudra chairperson. It's a great honor to me. My dear Sadikot, president of the Diabetes India, Dr. Aravind, Dr. Banji Sabu, Dr. Krishna Sadri, Vijay Kumar, and all the members for giving the opportunity to give the first keynote address for this morning. Now, I was asked to speak on development of specialty as a diabetology as well in India. I was asking Krishna Sadri, it is going to be like my autobiography, because I don't know how to approach this topic. I had to do that. So, either put a disclaimer or claimer. What do you call this? I have no idea what to put it, but anyway, this is what it reads like that. Development of diabetology as specialty in the government teaching hospital is intermingled with my personal career, and as such, today's talk of mine will be almost my autobiography. Please bear with me. Of course, I'm going to touch on other aspects also, but this is going to main how we started, because Krishna told me that even private hospitals is so difficult to start a department. It's funding will be so easy, but still, with the government, you can understand how difficult it will be to start a department. So, development diabetology in our country, I would like to touch on three aspects here. One will be on in academic institutes like medical colleges and departments, and secondly, it will be on diabetic clinics everywhere in the country, and of course, associations. So, this is how I'm going to approach this topic. Now, before going to, I will tell a little bit of my life. You would not have seen this photo any time in your life. I would not been born that time. Why I am showing this? The reason why I am showing this photo, because 1963 I joined the army. My batch many went to states, but I preferred to join the army because that time we had Indo-China war. So death of medical officers, I joined the war, and I have seen J&K area, border area. Almost 3 years I was working in the border areas. So this. Why I am telling this photo, this showed my, this old phone was because this service gave me the determination and perseverance. Whatever I do, I will not leave it till I see the end of that. That gave, that apart because of my service in the army, where we had to see lots of hurdles in life. And then when I came back to civil service, I was like that. 1967, after 4 years in the army service, I came. And I am going to narrate to you my trumps and tribulations after that period. Now imagine there is a young person, when he came to the civil service, I will put a red line. Because when I came for service, they told me, you served Indian Army. So we will post again the primary health center. Primary center is the first posting they will give in the government. I said, I already worked 4 years in the field. It doesn't matter, because you are served under Indian Army, you go to again to primary centers. But fortunately, they said, okay, we will give posting where Government Justice Institute, a TB training and demonstration center. It is punishment posting, because here you have to work from 7 to 5. And then injections, streptomycin, only medical officers must give, not the nurses. Imagine Dr. Seshiah's plight. But I worked there 3 years, because there I have to sustain my life. Then I want to do PG, because my desire from the days of army was to do diabetology, because my brother became diabetes when he was in the army service. That is the seat. So I was trying to do some on same field, but waiting for the opportunity. Then imagine I came for do PG in medicine. You know what happened? I was not given a seat. I had to go to the Supreme Court to get the seat. And I did pass my MD. What I'm trying to tell you, the army, how much it trained me. Mr. Ramthan sitting, his brother was colleague with me in the army also. So we know what is the difficulty we face in those areas. Now, nevertheless, I did my MD General Medicine. I came to Kilpa Medical College as a professor. Again here also my aim was to do diabetology, but where to go? There's no place to serve. Nowhere in the world where diabetology was offered. Those times as a specialty in 1967. So then there are two stalwarts in the city. One was Professor Vishnadhan, who was my teacher also. He was running a naming hospital for diabetes and diabetes center, big center those days, famous in South Asia, I think almost in the all over the world known center, diabetic clinic at Government Stanley Medical College Hospital. Then another person was Professor Sam G. P. Moses, my professor, all clinical professor, medicine, Madras Medical College and inpatient care for diabetes. These two people were there. But what happened, by the time I wanted to come to service here, Professor Vishnu is retired. So only person I can go over training will be only Dr. Moses. So I clinked him, I went to him. These two were known in the field of diabetology. But fortunately, there was a post vacant. It is difficult to get a posting at any post those days unless vacant is there. So there was a vacancy in Professor Moses' unit. I told Director of Medical Education, sir, I would like to do diabetes. He was Gyanodesyan, Director of Medical at that time. He was so kind, he said, okay, I will post you. I was posted to Professor Sam G. Moses. So I was posted from Skillful Medical College to Madras Medical College, General Hospital as assistant professor. This is the old hospital what I was looking at. Then what happened here, I asked Professor Moses, now the first step, I started to start entering this field. I asked him, sir, I'm interested in diabetes. He was very happy with somebody telling I'm interested in diabetes. He said, I'll give 5 beds. In the ward 24, you manage whatever you want. So this was, my first achievement was, I'm gaining the ground of having 5 beds in the government general. It's very difficult in government setup. The next move was like this. Then I didn't have OP department because though Prof. Moses was the inpatient holding, outpatient department was on a different person. He was Dr. V.T. Balraman. See the goodness of Professor Moses. He took me to V.T. Balram house in early morning and told VTB, see, he needs an outpatient clinic, what do you think? Because Balram was there, but he was just running it. Then he said, definitely I'll give it to him, sir. Then OP department was given to me. So now I've got the 5 beds and I've got OP department control. Okay, what will be the next step? It's like a move. Then he graciously handed over the outpatient clinic to me. Armed with this, now I got what? First is posting under Professor Moses. Second, allotted 5 beds in the inpatient care and outpatient clinic and came under my care. So all 3 now under my control. Now, next thing was again told Professor Moses, sir, why not you do one more step? I requested him and he wrote a letter to the government to start a department of diabetology and create a post of leader in diabetology. He agreed and he sent the letter to the government of Tamil Nadu through the proper channel. Now you will see the problem here. This eye-opener for all of young people here. It is not easy in the government. How the government machinery functions. File generated by head of department goes to dean. Then from the dean it goes to the Director of Medical Education. He goes to government secretariat. There it's ultimately junior assistant. Junior assistant will see and again he passed section to section officer. He passed assistant secretary. Assistant secretary to deputy secretary. Then goes to secretary. So this is a step taken. Then okay, over. All the paper goes through that. How many days it take? From there it goes to finance secretary, ministry. Again same procedure. Comes down, goes like that. So next it has to go to the law and order department because the post, health secretary must approve, finance secretary must approve, then goes to law and order department, then goes to public department because it's posting in government service. So you can only imagine how many paper would go on up and down. Now nevertheless, again it goes to principal secretary, health secretary. From here it goes to health minister. Health minister to chief minister because the civil surgeon post, it has to approve the chief minister, it goes there. Then only it ultimately again goes to DME, dean, then professor who initiated the paper. You will be breathless. You will be tired by the time you see what else could happen in services. Again, friends, the file initiated has to go through 36 persons to reach the chief minister. And return from the chief minister has to go through the same 36 person again to reach the initiator. So this is how long it will take them. At least a year will take for them to approve the posting of or creating of department. Okay, now next step. This shows this. I have somehow managed to get some views from my junior colleagues, Periyandavar and Dharmarajan. They gave me a copy of the order. This shows in 1978, the government issued an order sanctioning a post of reader in medicine and diabetology. That is now started. Now some chair was created for the department. So the government sanctioned the creation of temporarily a post of one reader in medicine and diabetology, Madras Medical College, Madras, and Fusion Diabetology Government General Hospital. So there is a slack in this. Somehow they put medicine. Why don't they all medical professors start objecting? How can you put medicine? That means people are trying to cut short. So after 5 years, he will become professor of diabetology as a professor of medicine. So again, this went back to the government. I will come back to the story again afterwards. Okay, now friends, Now for almost 6 months in this struggle, government could not decide whom to give the post to be given. So there are 6 components. 6 people applied for this post, and Prof. Samji wrote a letter to the government recommending my name. But the dean at that time, the college did not forward the letter to the government. Another hurdle. Kept pending. Then what happened to my luck? One day that man went on leave. This is all true story. That Lalita Kameswaran, who knows of medical science, who was vice principal, took the charge as acting dean and forwarded my smart letter to the director of medical education. That's all. That's been flight has gone. After the dean cannot do anything because the file has gone to the government now. So she was Lalita Kameswaran, my professor of pharmacology, vice principal. She retired as a vice chancellor of the Ramchandra Medical University and as well as vice chancellor of the Tamil Nadu Madras University. So that's a great lady. Then it went to secretary because whom to give the post? There were rules. Then secretary framed some rules under which this can post it. By good luck, he framed the rules such a way only I can fit in. Out of 6. He knew that I am the fellow who worked for this. He said, I'll try to make a rule. There little bit of support was there. Then ad hoc rule was framed. Government now direct the post shall be governed by the ad hoc rules appended by the order. Once ad hoc rule is framed, nobody can question it. It has been posted. These were the ministers of health those days, Soundararajan, and next is the chief minister was those days, M.J. Ramchandran. Okay. The maximum period post can be kept only for 6 months. Finally, the government decided to give this post to me, reader. The government in the order redesigned the post as reader in diabetology. Medicine has been taken away. Reader in diabetology, Madras Medical College, and diabetology Government General Hospital. Accordingly appointed Dr. Seshiah, Assistant Professor of Madras Medical College, as reader in diabetology, Madras Medical College, on 5th November 1978. This post has to be revived as already 6 months elapsed. Any post more than 6 months, finance won't agree. So again, at one more struggle, and finally, the post was revived again, given life back on 26th December, and retrospective effect from 5th November 70. They given the post to me. Now, here now I got department. This is how we looked at the time of 1978. Then Sundaram was my first assistant in the department here. You can see him. Then you will see all the bunch of doctors here. From me, Minister of Health, my brother Dr. Perumal, he was aiding me, Ganadasian, another Sivarajan, Promos, all these people were now visiting the department. Now after that side department is over. Next step will be, I plan to initiate Devika, where has gone run away? Deepak? No, I have to go back. Not going. Oh, yeah. This is not coming in. Say, okay, to start the department, I plan to start diploma in diabetology. Department is over. In this, at that time of the institute, we need 30 beds. Without 30 beds, you can't call a place a department. That is the minimum requirement. Then you see again what happened here. I was given 30 beds by the government. But again the same problem with dean. That every time I get a problem with deans. That particular time dean was there, was not sanctioned the bed, but kept on pending. And to my good luck, Surya Begum came as a dean, 1980, but 79 was sanctioned. It took 1 year to give me the bed in 1980. I always lucky with ladies. Yeah. So she came, sorry for the comment, but I'm just telling, see, Dr. Alsa Kambasan was helpful to me, and here she is helpful to me, and she ordered the beds. That was the end. That means I got the beds, I got the staff. Now I became the professor now in this post. Leader of post diabetology, Professor Diabetology 1980, I think, so 81, after 2 years. Though full-fledged department now we have got, that is golden period. The government sanctioned 2 assistant professors, 2 medicine, treated medicine, you name it. Everybody was there in the department. One biochemistry, gynecology, ophthalmology, wondering why gynecology. That is why I interested in the pregnancy diabetes. I thought that time itself, I must have obstetrician in the department to work in the future. So complete staff pattern was there. So these are own lab. Those days again problem was there. You had to send to biochemistry department. But I said no, I will have my own laboratory We started our own laboratories. Everything was, all the equipment we got. And then OP staff, nurses, beds, everything. Now everything we got. Now here one more story. This is 1979 in IDF got to Vienna. Prof. Moss told me, he is again man who is induces. You will not leave me alone. Now you go to Aberdeen and see what happens there. Because he said that you must see the Pregnancy Diabetic Clinic and talk to the Stovers and Sutherland, that place. So I went there. Here is the only interesting point is here, unique diabetic pregnancy service where diabetologist and obstetrician sit together and disease management. That is very unique. So what we did, we came back to Chennai. In the Institute of Obstetric Gynecology, we started, he is very fond of, you won't call diabetic pregnancy, you say feto-placental maternal unit. That was the section of OP department started in the Institute of Obstetric Gynecology by Phillips was that time superintendent of the hospital, myself and Prof. Moses. Of course, it was inaugurated by the Minister Subbulakshmi Jagadish. Now, from that department, you see how pitiable this book. I didn't have money, so I had to xerox. So those were cyclostate or work. And that time, we presented in Nairobi. And that was time, we thought a single abnormality in a GT can cause fetal wastage, but nobody believed it. He said he is talking something not provable. But fortunately, after some years, Ward Langer said that it is possible. Even one abnormality is enough to produce complications. Anyway, now on seeing that paper, IDF President Dr. Hoot, he came to the Chennai and visited our department. So he was convinced with our work. Then from that time, he became a great friend of ours. Then now diabetology department is full-fledged and satisfied all the requirements for the postgraduate course, like inpatient 30 beds, outpatient service, laboratory, diabetic food service, ophthalmic service, OBG gynec service, nutrition service, professional education service, and support administrative staff. And lastly, it's very important. Any college or center is to start a diploma, you must have animal house. Animal house do not have their own sanction any postgraduate course. So fortunately, we had animal house in General Hospital, Madam Medical College, Farm. So then that was possible for us to start the diploma. Now Dr. Jain, Medical College of India, inspected the department during January 1984 and issued the permission to start diploma in diabetology postgraduate course during February 1985. The first batch joined 1986. Here I must mention one great person, Dr. O.P. Gupta. He only approved the Medical Council of India that this should be started. Lots of objections for this course. Lots. Only person could do that was Pachavi was there. Otherwise, it would not have come. So somewhere somebody has come has helped me in this in my endeavor. Now, Medical Council of India awarded me Dr. B. Sir Award for the development diabetes in the 9th country, 1988. Now, this is one part of the story. Now, after that, my avariciousness is bad in life. I want to make little more international standard. So I got my finger burnt. Here, that means bad start, bad time. I eagerly to develop the department staff plus I bought bad start. It started lots of trouble to me. At this juncture, it's Professor Kizar Ahmad, who was Professor Director at Kilpa Medical College, retired, the post was vacant. Here what the government is so fond of me, the development of specialty in this state, improvement of Dr. Ambedkar Institute came to the picture. From Madras Medical College, another institute is a very big institute, Kilpa Medical College, and was issued. Government issued an order. See how it returns the order. In the interest of developing the specialty of diabetology, it has been decided that the two departments, that is Madras Medical College and Ambedkar Institute, one functioning in Government General Hospital and the Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Diabetology at Kilpa Medical College are linked academically and administratively. The administration of both the departments can be looked after by the director and the professor who will academically connection with the Medical College and Government General Hospital. One can imagine how can a professor of diabetes at Medical College also control the director of Ambedkar Institute. It never happened in the history of Tamil Nadu. So heart burning, country burning. So how this fellow got treated, I don't know, because government gave it. Said because it's not in this created a big problem for me. This is how my downfall here. We can't say downfall, it is another step I am going to go. So I took over director and then I took over director of the institute in addition to professor of diabetes at Medical College. Now, the next step will be the problem of what happened. But the spouse of that medical at that time, who was professor in the Kilpa Medical College. DME was a lady. Her husband was a professor of medicine in Kilpa Medical College. He was expecting that this post of director of the institute would be given to him in addition. He was expecting anxiously that he will become director of the institute. Unfortunately, government gave it to me. So now you can imagine what would happen. So I got caught, but this lady became problem for me. So what happened? Since this did not happen, DME became vindictive and wrote a letter to the government stating, can you imagine the words they used? They're atrocious. She wrote, the dual control by single professor, both the Institute of Diabetology at KMC and the Department of Diabetology in General Hospital is not functioning effectively. It will impede the progress of Ambedkar Institute of Diabetology. So this was last straw. She threw the arrow on me. Then what I said, I am deeply pained to the uncanny observation of the Director of Medical Education, who I am afraid has not seen firsthand the institute during the term of my office to note the difference. I may add that the mute building will stand eloquently to my sincerity of purpose and effective functioning as Director of the Institute within a short period of 1 year. So I thought my days are over in the service. I left the service. Now I am going to another chapter. My pioneering, I am no more in the government now. My pioneering effort was launched the first time in the country was Diabetes Pregnancy Awareness and Prevention Project, supported by the World Foundation. The project needs government appraisal, but unfortunately, at that time I was on service. When I went to the government, the lady was there. First 2 ladies very affectionate. The second 2 ladies were bombarding me. This lady said, no, I won't give sanction because by no nor this, they'll try to sell insulin for you. I don't know what. Then I told, madam, you know much better. So I left her like that. Subsequently, Dr. Pandyasalam went to another person, Sundara Devan. You took over as secretary and approved the project. In this project, okay, you know the story of all these things. In this, you will see that Professor Leobere, who was helpful to us as a foundation chairperson, Anil Kapoor as I think he was also involved in that WDF, and Pandit Salam, they were all involved in that project, and we came with lots of ideas. Then we formed the Diabetes Study Group in 2005, and then the most significant contribution all of us know about that, a single procedure for diagnosing DDM. This information was published in the International Journal of Active Diabetology. After this publication, Ministry of Health, Government of India gave instruction to follow the single procedure in the country. You can see the order now. Now, World Health Organization, FIGO, has also approved this one-step procedure. And lastly, this NICE guidelines also says 140 milligram could be the guidelines. Now, I'm going to the story of association. You will see that red point Dr. Ajigankar, the most senior most person in the country who was responsible for the Diabetes Association of India along with Dr. Sethe. Then presently it is under Anil Barokar, is lecturing in the Diabetes of India, but I don't think it's surveying very well. It is there. That we start one more in South India, what we call Founder Thermal Southern Chapter of Diabetes of India, where Professor Pandit Salam, the longest active secretary, is sitting there. In the Northern State of Diabetes also came up, Mumbai, but it is not as it's supposed to be. It is not, again, we don't know. It is not existing well here. So another important association in our country was professors who were also responsible for the development of diabetology in the country by starting the Search Study for Diabetes. It's a very big association was Dr. Gupta, Dr. Tirupati, Rahuja, Vishwanathan, Dr. Samji Moses, P.G. Varghese and B.K. Sahai. So this is another biggest association formed in our country. Then next will be our dear friend Shaukat in Diabetes India. Munichirappa, myself, prompted him to start one more association with scientific work and greatly access, and he became first president of the Diabetes India. Again, Prasanna Kumar, Anand Sosle are the real backbone for this association. And I am very happy that Sadhukot has become the IDF president. He needs all our appreciation. Very good. He could reach that level. The other diabetic clinics in India, the first I believe was in Calcutta, 1930, Dr. Basu, then followed by diabetic clinic at Grand Medical College by Seshiah et al. 1960s. And then my friend Dr. Bunicharappa, I think he is very sore. When he came back from States, he wasn't allowed to even open a clinic. Somehow he managed 1973 at Bowring Hospital. And of course in his private hospital he could do that in 1991. And then, friends, I can't say which clinic is good, which clinic, but I think, to me, all the clinics are doing very well. That is a statement here. In India, there are many diabetic clinics, centers, and institutes which give a state-of-the-art care for diabetics, and few are running fellowship course in diabetes. I think what we started that time now is flourishing everywhere with highest standard of services. Now, these two people were again International Journal of Diabetes editors. And lastly, legacy news started by me here. You will see here Sundaram, Venkatraman, and Hariharan. Then follows Shantaram this side, and now he became Vice Chancellor. And Rajendran, he is important person now. He has done some unique thing here. Anand Moses and personally Dhanamarajan. Rajan was fellow who upgraded the Department of Diabetology into the Institute of Diabetology. Mahadevan. Now these are the doctors here, Girumurthy, Tanjore Medical College, Ashram Madurai Medical College, Shanmugam, Stanley Medical College, Suresh in Madras Medical College, and who is this? Prakash Shalam, I think, Medical College. And what I want to say here, what we started one medical college now, 8 medical colleges in Tamil Nadu, medical college in Chennai, in India, Tamil Nadu, have got a professor's post. See, we are able to spread the message, and 8 medical colleges have got their own professors. And then, I'm happy to say here, read the website, first of its kind in the entire India, a separate full-time 2 years postgraduate diploma, the entire nation to have the recognition of the Medical Council of India. Now, my friends, this is my last slide. You will see here, nice stating I make it, someone made this, someone is sitting in the shade because someone has planted the tree a long time ago. Now, many are them sitting under the shade. Thank you very much for patient hearing. Thank you very much.
I think we are not. Same.